Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's April 27th, 2017. One of the mainstream news headlines today is the suicide of a 35-year-old actor, Michael Mantenuto. They're saying he killed himself just south of Seattle, Washington, in Des Moines. What I'm going to show you is that this news is one of two things, and it's not a suicide. It's either a ritual murder or it's a faked death by the numbers. And before we get into this, I just want to put the lyrics of the song Murder by Numbers on the screen. This is a song from 1983 by the band The Police, who sang Roxanne and a number of other songs. Sting, famous musician, the lead singer, the writer of this song. I can't sing, but we'll just read the lyrics. Once you've decided on a killing, first you make a stone of your heart. And if you find that your hands are still willing, then you can turn a murder into art. There really isn't any need for bloodshed. You just do it with a little more finesse. If you can slip a tablet into someone's coffee, then it avoids an awful lot of mess. It's murder by numbers, 1, 2, 3. It's as easy to learn as your ABC. And I just want to pause there real quick. There's another song by a band called Slipknot, and they have a song called Gematria, the killing name. Gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. With the alphabetic order, the word Gematria sums to 74. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, up to Z is 26. The song's called Gematria, the killing name. Killing has Gematria of 74. Number having to do with ritual sacrifice. Jesus equals 74, cross 74. I predicted in 2014 Muhammad Ali would die at 74. He did. That was last year in the time of the NBA Finals. I'm going to show you how this death today has everything to do with the coming NBA Finals. These ritual sacrifices, they're for these entertainers, and they're very common in the time of sports championships. So the chorus, it's murder by numbers, 1, 2, 3. It's as easy to learn as your ABC. Murder by numbers, 1, 2, 3. It's as easy to learn as your ABC. Now, if you have a taste for this experience and you're flushed with your very first success, then you must try a twosome or a threesome, and you'll find your conscience bothers you much less. You know, the more you do it, the easier it gets. Because murder is like anything you take to. It's a habit-forming need for more and more. You can bump off every member of your family and anybody else you find a bore. Because it's murder by numbers, 1, 2, 3. You know how the chorus goes. Now you can join the ranks of the illustrious in history's great dark hall of fame. All our greatest killers were industrious, at least the ones we all know by name. We're going to talk about how LeBron James is who these ritual sacrifices in the time of the NBA playoffs always are for, including today's. And it's not that LeBron James is doing the killing, at least not that I'm aware of. But these deaths, they're in relation to these celebrities, that command a lot of attention. LeBron James, elite in the world of celebrity, the first athlete to get a lifetime contract from Nike. But you can reach the top of your profession if you become the leader of the land, for murder is the sport of the elected, and you don't need to lift a finger of your hand. And then we have our 1, 2, 3 ABC Gematria clue. So, notice the emphasis on the word miracle. Anytime the media is emphasizing a word, it's on purpose. They want you to know the gematria behind that word. Miracle sums to 47, just like suicide. And I've been talking about how this is the Cavs' 47th season. We just saw the ritual murder of Aaron Moran in Indiana before Game 4 of the NBA playoffs when the Cleveland Cavaliers were in town against the Pacers. Anyhow, Miracle 47, Suicide 47, Akron, Ohio 47. That's the birthplace of LeBron James, as well as Steph Curry as well as Nate Thurmond, who dropped dead in the offseason at age 74, 27 days after LeBron James scored 27 in Game 7. Nate Thurmond has his number retired with the Warriors and the Cavs, number 42, the teams that have faced each other the last 2 years in the NBA playoffs and the championship. Ohio alone has the gematria 47. The word time has gematria 47. The tropics on this earth, the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, are 47 degrees apart. The word time equals 47, just like Ohio, using the alphabetic order. The tropics measure time, the solstices, measuring the start of winter and summer for the opposite hemispheres. Anyhow, this man died at age 35, and as soon as I saw that, I didn't even need to decode anything. I just knew right away, dead at 35 in the time of the NBA playoffs, this is a ritual sacrifice for King James, LeBron James. Last year, LeBron James, a.k.a. King James, won the NBA Finals on the real King James's birthday. Just before Game 7, the actor Anton Yelchin dropped dead at age 27, reportedly crushed by his own car. We're going to talk about the parallel between Anton Yelchin and this man, Michael, who reportedly committed suicide. So, King James gematria of 35. We're going to talk more about this number. This man reportedly killed himself in Des Moines, Washington. Des Moines, Washington also has gematria of 89 like King James using the alphabetic order. The difference between 89 and 35 for King James, in case you're new here, this is called the reduction method. And notice down here, K is 11, I is 9, N is 14. Up here, K is 2, because the numerology of 11 is 1 plus 1 is 2. I is still 9 because it's a single-digit letter. We make each letter a single digit. N is 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. Up here, N is 5. G is 7, G is 7, you know. J, 10, 1 plus 0 becomes 1. You see how the reduction, you just make it a single digit, then you add the word. So anyway, King James with the alphabetic order is 89. Remember the Warriors lost with 89 points last year in Game 7 on the real King James's birthday because these sports games are scripted to the point. Washington State, where he died, is also the 42nd state. And what's interesting is this actor was born in Massachusetts. We just saw on April 15th a player for the Celtics, Isaiah Thomas, who's from the Seattle area near Des Moines. We just saw his sister die in a car accident, right? Supposedly. By the numbers, this actor from Massachusetts, the Boston Celtics from Massachusetts, 2 deaths connecting to Massachusetts out here in the Seattle area on the 122nd meridian. Remember, Oakland, where Golden State plays, is on the 122nd meridian. And there's an ongoing narrative the last few seasons with the Warriors, the Cavs, the Celtics, and the Hawks. The Celtics and the Hawks are Bill Russell's old teams. He lives up in Seattle. He used to coach the Seattle Sonics. We'll talk about it. Bill Russell, we're going to end up reading about his death in the very near future. He's going to be killed for these NBA Finals too. The death could come before, during, or after the NBA Finals. I'm going to link a blog post before. I did a lot of homework on Bill Russell because I know it's coming. Just like I said weeks ago, we're going to see a lot more deaths in the time of the NBA playoffs connected to LeBron James and the Cavs. So in case you're new here, I've been saying this is going to happen because I've been documenting this year after year. This continues to go on. Murder by Numbers. Sung about in 1983. Just think about it. That song came out a month before I was born. So anyway, Washington State, the 42nd state. LeBron James has the gematria of 42. King James, 35 years old. Des Moines also has gematria of 103. And last year, what we saw was Anton Yelchin with the 103 birth numerology. We saw him die just before Game 7. His birth numerology is right here, 103. 103. He also had birth numerology of 122. Again, Oakland and Seattle are on the 122nd meridian. Special number representing Elohim, the Jewish God. 103, it was so interesting that Anton Yelchin died last year with 103 birth numerology because it was the Cavs' 103rd game of the season. And 103 is the 27th prime number. Think about the 27 club. LeBron James ended up scoring 27 in Game 7 hours after the reporting of this man's death. You know? So anyway, this man dead in Des Moines. Same number for Anton Yelchin, the actor who crushed himself with his car reportedly. He crushes himself with his car. This man commits suicide. The actor who died, Michael Mantenuto. Notice the gematria of 66. Just like LeBron James. Just like LeBron. Just like The Dawn. We just talked about that article written March 1st, 2017. LeBron James in Massachusetts, reading The Godfather. Slam Magazine writes an article about him being the Don. And again, all these people dropping dead around LeBron in accordance with basketball rituals, you know, the mafia killing hits. It's all part of a sick joke. And again, it's possible that these people are faking their deaths. This news comes out Thursday. They're saying he committed suicide Monday. You know, the news just came out today. Sometimes the news breaks the day of. Sometimes it comes out days after the fact. Perhaps this is just a way to exit the celebrity. But notice, Michael Mantenuto, 66, like LeBron James, like LeBron, like the Don, like King, as in King James. Last year, again, he won Game 7 on the real King James' birthday. Now, check out his birthday, May 13th. In most parts of the world, that date's written 13/5. And here's what you need to know about 13/5. I wrote this post earlier this year, April 2nd, 2017. The Cavs beat the Pacers. Remember, the Cavs just swept the Pacers again. But they won with 135 points on this very specific date. And I said, this is a sign that the Cavs and Warriors are going to meet in the finals again. So, this actor has the 13/5 birthday. Let me show you what's special about 135. This game was against the Pacers, which have gematria of 37. Also like Chosen One. Remember, Chosen One's tattooed on LeBron. So, 135. Here's why it matters. In Revelation, the 66th book of the Bible, the King James Bible, 66 books, in Revelation 3:7, there's a letter written to the Church of Philadelphia. The Warriors are originally from Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Warriors won the first NBA championship in 47. It was called the BBA back then, but it was the same league. Anyhow, to the church in Philadelphia, to the angel of the church in Philadelphia write, these are the words of him who is holy and true, who holds the key of David. What he opens, no one can shut, and what he shuts, no one can open. So notice the phrase, the key of David. Notice this is written to Philadelphia. Philadelphia was established October 27th, 10 plus 27, 37, like Pacers 37, like Revelation 3:7. This date is a date with the 135 numerology, and the phrase, the key of David, equals 135, as well as 216, the Cleveland area code. 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. In Revelation, this same book that talks about Philadelphia, that's where you learn about the number 666. In Gematria, the NBA Finals equals 666. This is how you learn these signs, this coding, by documenting the patterns. Everything is pointing to a third championship between the Warriors and the Cavs, just like The Godfather was a trilogy. You know? At the very least, LeBron's going to be back in these finals this year. His 7th straight. This was the Cavs' 49th win of the season, by the way, with the 135 points. Revelation has gematria 49. In the same method, Revelation equals 49, just like Warriors. You see? Same thing. And you might have also noticed the 121 for both. Pay attention to how often the Warriors win with 121 points. They also like to win with 122 because Golden State's 122 and Oakland's on the 122nd meridian, just like Seattle. But also, this thing about the beast. The beast rules for 42 months in Revelation. LeBron James, 42. LeBron became the first player to go to 6 straight finals since 66 when Bill Russell did it. Bill Russell equals 42. He played for the Celtics. The verse about 666 begins, here is wisdom, 66, number of the beast, 66, number coded on LeBron, you know? You see this? The word beast has gematria 47 like Ohio and Indiana. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast from Revelation 13:18, 223, like the star players on the Cavs, number 2, number 23, number 0. We saw Flip Saunders with the February 23rd birthday die just before last season when the Cavs won. Game 1 of the season, Lakers versus Timberwolves. Remember, the Lakers are originally from Minnesota. That first game of the season after Flip Saunders' death, total combined points, 223, something I talked about before the game was played. In the language of satanic gematria, which is all about 666, you see the number 36? In satanic gematria, A is 36, Z is 61, instead of it being 1 and 26. If you sum 1 through 36 together, it sums to 666, just like satanic gematria equals 666. James in this cipher is 223. It says in Revelation, the false Jews will rule in the end times. Look at who controls the NBA, Zionist Jews, members of the CFR. The synagogue of Satan, 223, just like Philadelphia. In Revelation 3:9, if you read, here's Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. So, you know, these numbers, 223, 322, they're important to the Jewish faith and Freemasonry. And Freemasonry is based in the Old Testament, Jewish history, Solomon's Temple, ancient Israel. Masonic 223, just like the Synagogue of Satan. Judaism 322. Ancient mystery religions 322. As well as Abrahamic religions 322. That's Christianity, Islam, Judaism. Look, the NBA Finals also 322. And it's not coincidental. All of these sports rituals, they're all put on by Masonry, and Masonry is based in the religions of the world. You know, these are occult rituals, and the people of the world don't see it. They don't realize they're watching rigged sports that are all based in this numerical ritual. That's why these games are always scripted to the point and the same points. So if you missed my videos this week on LeBron James, the Godfather, and Murder by Numbers, check that out. You know, calling LeBron the Godfather. Having this relationship with The Undertaker and wrestling that we've been talking about for more than a year. I'll link these posts down below. Here's the shot from LeBron in Boston on March 1st, 2017, reading The Godfather with a no smoking sign in the background. Notice that no smoking's 117, just like Ohio. Cavs opened up the season with a 117-point win with The Undertaker in attendance. You know, The Godfather. Last year in the NBA Finals, a lot of noise made about him and The Godfather and The Undertaker. This is the 71st season of the NBA. The Cavs will definitely be playing the Celtics and very likely a Game 7 in Massachusetts, which I suspect the Cavs will win. All part of the scripted narrative to come. So I'll link all these posts. There's a lot of information. Please take the time to watch this video, or not video, but this blog. Read this blog post on Bill Russell. He's 83 years old right now. Murder by Numbers was recorded in the year 83. Russell 83, Murder 83. 83 is the 23rd prime. King 23, Symbol 23. William Russell's, Bill Russell's original name, Gematria 59. You know, number coded all over black people. Last year, LeBron James won on the real King James's birthday, as well as Juneteenth, the date the slaves were freed. There's just so many narratives that are combined into these rituals. But anyway, just getting ahead of the curve, recognizing the numbers they murder by, you know, how they sacrifice people, entertainers, from former athletes to Hollywood stars. You know, we can get ahead of what they're doing. It's just like how in February of 2016, I said why I expected to be reading about Prince dying soon after the death of Vanity. So hold on, I think there was one more thing I wanted to show here. Oh yeah, there's a couple more things. This actor, Michael Mantenuto, his birthday May 13th. From today's news to May 13th is 17 days. Again, here we are in 2017. He's not from Boston, he's from Massachusetts, where the Celtics have won 17 championships. Get his hometown, Holliston, MA, that's Massachusetts. So him dying this news coming 17 days before his birthday. NBA in gematria equals 17. We're in 2017. The Celtics have won 17 championships. Ohio's the 17th state. The Cavs were also the 17th team to join the NBA. A few more notes. If you write out the word Don, they're calling LeBron the Don. Don gematria of 33. Massachusetts 33. Michael 33, Mantenuto 33, Cleveland 33, NBA Finals 33, LeBron 33, James 33. From today to his birthday, if you don't count the full span of days, is also 16 days later. If you write out 16, it sums to 33. Also, the name Don, gematria 48, also like Mantenuto, like Cleveland, like James, like the NBA Finals. His hometown, Holliston, has gematria of 47 and 119, just like the word suicide, interestingly enough. These types of details make me think sometimes that we're just given these false backgrounds on these actors. You know, they say when people go into Hollywood, their name gets changed. Maybe their birthday gets changed. Maybe their place of birth gets changed. And maybe it's all part of a planned ritual for how long they're going to be a celebrity, for how long their 15 minutes of fame, if you will be. And maybe Michael Mantenuto, whose career began more than a decade ago with the hockey movie through Disney Miracle. I'm sure there's a narrative we hear with the NHL playoffs as well, since he was in a hockey movie. But anyway, maybe it's all planned this way, and they know that they're going to have him end his celebrity, say he committed suicide or whatever at age 35. It really could be this way. The Zionists who run Hollywood, they're the same ones who run the government that plan out all these false flag rituals and the rig sports championships and everything else years in advance. 2004 was the year miracle, 13 years ago. So him dying this past Monday, April 24th, 2017, that was a date with a life lesson number of 38. In case you're new here, we say that this is the number. This is even bigger than 27. It's really the 38 club. Almost every celebrity dies by this number. The word death equals 38, killing 38, murder 38. The word death also has gematria of 20. It was a date with 20 numerology as well. Said he was in the film Dirtbags and Surfer Dude. Dirtbags has gematria of 35, like his age of death. Surfer Dude, 59. Last year it was Anton Yelchin who was in Star Trek. Star Trek, 59. Anton Yelchin, 59. Kill, 59. Again, William Russell, Bill Russell's real name, has the gematria of 59. Number often stamped on black people. In this case, since we're in 2017, 59 is the 17th prime number. Again, this news, a span of 17 days from the actor's upcoming birthday. He died just short of his 36th birthday. Cavaliers equals 36. When you sum 1 through 36 together, it totals 666. So I'll link all this information down below. The patterns persist. Murder by numbers, just like the lyrics of the song. And I'll even link the actual song down below so you can listen. You can search for live performances. Sting said a number of things before singing this song at concerts, He's quite proud of this song, Murder by Numbers. And I'm sure the majority of people who've ever heard it have thought it was just kind of like a crazy concept of a song, not realizing that this is an industry practice that is going on all the time. And if you know the language of gematria, you can see through it all the time. So hopefully I explained that clearly enough. this ritual for the NBA playoffs, a person related to Massachusetts, fit for a ritual sacrifice for the King, because I'm quite certain we'll see the King advancing over the Celtics in Game 7 in Boston. Until next time, Truth Seeker.